So let's talk about the classic flick known as Top Gun, which is celebrating its 35th anniversary today.
Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews.
So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1986 action drama flick known as Top Gun. Yeah, which in the beginning I meant to say classic 80s flick, so I humbly apologize. The film was released by Paramount and directed by Tony Scott, produced by Don Simpson, and Jerry Bruckheimer. It was inspired by an article called Top Guns, published in California Magazine 3 years before this. The film stars Tom Cruise along with Kelly McGillis, Val Kilmer, Anthony Edwards, and Tom Skerritt. Anyway, it focuses on Lieutenant Pete Mitchell, or Maverick as he's called, a young naval aviator aboard the aircraft carrier USS Enterprise. Yeah, not to be confused with Star Trek. He and his radar intercept officer, Nick Bradshaw, Goose as he's referred to, are given the chance to train at the U.S. Navy's Fire Weapons School at Naval Air Station Miramar in San Diego. Anyway, this film would really be a big hit, so let's get into our story. Well, United States Naval Aviator Lieutenant Pete Maverick Mitchell, that's Tom Cruise, and his radar intercept officer Nick Goose Bradshaw are stationed aboard the USS Enterprise, from which they fly the F-14A Tomcat. During an interception with the two hostile MiG-28 aircraft, Maverick gets missile lock on one, while the other hostile aircraft locks onto Maverick's wingman Cougar. While Maverick drives off the remaining MiG-28, Cougar is too shaken to land, and Maverick, defying orders, shepherds him back to the carrier. Cougar gives up his wings, sighing his newborn child that he has never seen. Despite his dislike for Maverick's recklessness, CAG Stinger sends him and Goose to attend Top Gun, the Naval Fire Weapons School at Naval Air Station Miramar. At a bar, the day before Top Gun starts, Maverick, assisted by Goose, unsuccessfully approaches a woman. Maverick learns the next day that she is Charlotte Blackwood, or Charlie as she's also called, an astrophysicist and civilian Top Gun instructor. Charlie later becomes interested in Maverick upon learning of his inverted maneuver with the MiG-28, which disproves U.S. intelligence on the enemy aircraft's performance. During Maverick's first training hop, he defeats instructor LCDR Rick Jester Heatherly, but through reckless flying breaks a major rule of engagement and is reprimanded by Chief Instructor CDR Mike Viper Metcalf. Privately, Jester confides that he admires Maverick's skill, but does not know if he would trust him as a teammate in combat. Maverick also becomes a rival to top student Lieutenant Tom Iceman Kazansky, who considers Maverick's attitude foolish and his flying dangerous, as Maverick's tendency to abandon his team and pursue reckless objectives makes him unsafe to fly with. In class, Charlie also objects to Maverick's aggressive tactics, but privately admits to him that she admires his flying and admitted it from her reports of higher feelings from him, and the two began a romantic relationship. During another training hop, Hop 19, Maverick abandons his wingman Hollywood to chase Viper. Viper admits he is impressed with his flying abilities, but Maverick is defeated when Viper maneuvers Maverick into a position from which his wingman Jester can shoot down Maverick from behind, demonstrating the value of teamwork or individual prowess. Jester publicly tells Maverick that his flying is excellent, but that he should never leave his wingman. Maverick and Iceman, now direct competitors for the Top Gun trophy, chase an 8-4 in a layered training engagement in Op 31. Since part of the scoring in every flight in the course is the time taken for every dogfight to conclude, and after noticing that Iceman is pulling time during his chase after the 8-4 so that his total score in the course will remain higher than Maverick's, Maverick pressures Iceman to break off his engagement with the 8-4 they are both chasing so that he can shoot it down himself. But Maverick's F-14 flies through a jet wash of Iceman's aircraft, and suffers a flameout of both engines, going into an unrecoverable flat spin. Maverick and Goose eject, but Goose hits the jettisoned aircraft canopy headfirst and is killed. Although the Board of Inquiry clears Maverick of responsibility for Goose's death, he is overcome by guilt and his flying skill diminishes. Charlie and others attempt to console him, but Maverick considers retiring. He seeks advice from Viper, who reveals that he served with Maverick's father, Duke Mitchell, on the USS Oriskany, and was in the air battle in which Mitchell was killed. Contrary to official reports which faulted Mitchell, Viper reveals classified information that proves Mitchell died heroically and informs Maverick that he can succeed if he can regain his self-confidence. Maverick chooses to graduate, though Iceman wins the Top Gun trophy. Alright, now to the final act and ending. You know the procedure like always. You have 5 seconds to stop this video, and once you do this, to go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already, please continue on after the 5 seconds is up. Thank you. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. During the graduation party, Viper and Jester call in the newly graduated aviators with the orders to deploy. Iceman, Hollywood, and Maverick are ordered to immediately return to the Enterprise to deal with a crisis situation, providing air support for the rescue of a stricken ship that has drifted into hostile waters. Maverick and Merlin, Cougar's former RIO, are assigned as backup for F-14s flown by Iceman in Hollywood, despite Iceman's reservations over Maverick's state of mind. The subsequent hostile engagement with 6 MiGs sees Hollywood shot down. Maverick is scrambled alone to a catapult failure and nearly retreats after encountering circumstances similar to those that caused Goose's death. Upon finally rejoining Iceman, the two are still badly outnumbered, but Maverick vocally refuses to leave Iceman without a wingman and manages to shoot down 3 MiGs. Iceman, shifting to a fence, also shoots one down, which forces the other two to flee. Upon their triumphant return to Enterprise, Iceman and Maverick share newfound respect in each other, and Maverick throws Goose's dog tags overboard. Offered any assignment he chooses, Maverick decides to return to Top Gun as an instructor. At a bar in Myanmar, Maverick and Charlie reunite in the story. Okay, so what did I think of Top Gun? Well, this is a pretty good 80s flick. I revisited this film earlier this year, and I will say it's just a great flick. It's probably one of the great films of 1986. Despite getting a little bit of a mixed reaction at first, it was still a big hit, nevertheless. Anyway, the film went on to make a lot of money and eventually went on to make $353 million worldwide. But it would add more to make it $356 million overall when it was re-released in IMAX theaters in 2013. Nevertheless, I feel like Top Gun is definitely one of the greats. Of our cast, we have Tom Cruise as Maverick, Kelly McGillis as Charlie, Val Kilmer as Iceman, Anthony Edwards as Goose, Tom Skerritt as Viper, Michael Ironside as Jester, John Stockwell as Cougar, and believe me, the list goes on. I just gotta say, it's pretty good. You'll also get to see Meg Ryan in one of her early performances as well. But anyway, the film's pretty good. I like the directing, the story's pretty good, the characters are real good. It just did so well. And of course, a few years later, Fox would release a parody of this called Hot Shots, which I'll review that sometime down the road. But even so, Top Gun became such a big flick for Paramount, and apparently it also went on to have various video games from Konami, as well as a big hit soundtrack released on Columbia Records, which include many good songs, including Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins and Take My Breath Away by Berlin, which of course was the love theme to the movie. And actually, it won an Academy Award for the band. Yeah. So anyway, also I got to say it has good action sequences. So you can't go wrong with Top Gun. So would I recommend it? I would say hell yeah. This is a film you gotta check out. It's pretty darn good. Anyway, this is just gonna be so good to hopefully we'll hope for the best and get the long awaited sequel Top Gun Maverick, which has been delayed too many times due to this pandemic that's more recently occurred. Hopefully when this November comes, we will hope for the best that it'll come. We hope. But anyway, what are your thoughts on Top Gun? Please tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel as well, be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of the animated flick known as The Land Before Time. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you like this, you may want to check out some of these other pretty good flicks. In the upper left hand corner is my review of the 1970 air disaster flick Airport. Or if you'd like, see the parody of that movie, Airplane, in the upper right hand corner. Or if you want another great 80s flick from Paramount, go to the bottom left-hand corner for my review of the original Footloose, which came out a couple of years before that, but also had a big hit soundtrack on Columbia. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.